Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
That gets things running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Of course, Antoine Griezmann. He's got a bit of everything, Peter. Speed, great technical ability, and the priceless gift of being able to make all the right decisions at the right times. Personally, I really like the way he can always take a little touch.
And a chance! That's going to go a long way. Lovely bit of skill. Pedri. Pau Kubasi, aim forwards. Now it's Lopez. That's really well manoeuvred. Out to the right. Simeone. Now it's Simeone. It's a throw-in. Turns and goes, Llorente! There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Bernal. Pau Kubasi chooses to go cross-field. normal. Llorente. Griezmann. Moved on forwards. Martin. João Cancelo. Pedri. And here's Lewandowski. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Martin. Rafinha. And he's on a charge. Bernal. Pedri. It's Lewandowski! And it's Llorente. Griezmann. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Great reaction! Oh, the ball's come loose here. He goes for a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Lookman really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Lookman goes short. And he whips in across. Al-Kubasi tries to clear. Alvarez. Big chance! It's a loose ball. So who's he picking out? And here's Llorente! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And it's played forward. Rafinha. Bernal. Pedri. João Cancelo. Pedri. Yamal. Bernal. Rafinha. Oh, it's come loose. Rafinha tries looking up for options on the left. Rafinha has got himself a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Llorente can get it clear. Yamal. And the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Pedri clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's been taken short. Delivered with swing. Griezmann tries to clear. Ball is over the line.
It's anyone's ball now.
Rafinha. That's really well cleared. Out for a throw. And it's Cancelo. Delivered across. He can get that clear. João Cancelo. And here's Lopez. Pedri. It's made its way to him. Oh, it's come loose. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Barcelona are already trailing here early on. They cannot afford to let this get worse.
Look, they've simply been punished for a sleepy start. Time for that wake-up call.
Llorente. Griezmann. Barcelona already trailing, and we've barely begun. Pedri. And here's Lewandowski. Wins the duel this time. João Cancelo. Rafinha. Bernal. Now it's Alvarez. And there's green grass ahead of him. Bernal. Martin. Al-Kubasi played over towards the opposite flank. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And it's Llorente. Now it's Griezmann. Pedri. Bernal. Rafinha. Now he's off and running. Llorente. The normal. Araujo does really well to win the ball there. Lewandowski is onto this. Yamal. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Yamal. Control. And here's Yamal. Real chance hit, real chance! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Rafinha. Rafinha. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Pedri. Yamal. Pedri. Barcelona couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Barcelona are behind here despite their domination of possession.
Alvarez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Simeone. Keeper's got good distance on that. Simeone. And claimed it back swiftly. And Here's Alvarez. Alvarez! Same again, same outcome. Lookman with the short one. Cross to the back post. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Looks as though there's been a call to arms here for those 6-foot plenties to head towards the penalty area.
Yeah, they've got plenty targets awaiting, so they'll be looking to get on the end of anything that gets played into the box.
Llorente. Llorente given the lift of his goal. João Cancelo shifted upfield. Yamal. Fermin. Rafinha. Pedri. And here's it's Lewandowski! It's in! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Pedri. And it's Lopez. Oh, he's found support out wide. Cuts out the pass. Aim forwards. Now it's Alvarez. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Oh, can he get onto this? And that's been won straight back. Simeone proves just a little bit too strong. Griezmann! He's scored! And again they hit the front.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Kubasi. Bernal. Moved on forwards. Griezmann. Alvarez have it back and can go again. Can he deliver? Looks across and plays it in. And here's Griezmann. Looking here to chip it through. Brilliantly cut out. Bernal. João Cancelo. Looks to the other side. And here's Lewandowski. And it's Cancelo. Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! Llorente. Oh, well measured. Now it's Alvarez. Lookman. Oh, played right into his path. Fermin. Pau Kubasi, gently done. That's a throw. And it's Martin. He has found a way through. And he's heaved it away. Out of play for a throw. Aimed in toward, climbs up big! Simeone. Griezmann. Llorente. Lenormand. Llorente. Lewandowski. And here's Lopez. Pedri. And reclaimed it in a trice. Llorente. João Cancelo cuts it out. Simeone. Thinks about the shot. That's good defending, very good defending. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Kubasi. Pau Kubasi played out towards the right wing. And that's been won straight back. Chance! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Lookman plays it short. We get a throw in. Lookman. Hit into the middle. That is a brilliant interception. Pedri. Yamal. And he goes cross-field. Rafinha. Fermin. He's in plenty of space here. Referee's given a throw. Plenty waiting in the middle. Rafinha, and that's aimed into the middle. Oh, he's dealt with that well. Lookman. And it's played forward. Well, that's well seen too. Yamal. Pedri. João Cancelo, forwards and with intent. And here's the chance to counter. And it's Griezmann. towards the flank. Played back in. Pedri clears it away. Griezmann. And here's shoots! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Araujo gets good distance on it. It'll be a throw-in. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. The normal. Really well manoeuvred. Martin. Kubasi. Pedri. Pau Kubasi. Aim forwards. Yamal. Fermin. Pedri. And here's Lewandowski.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Martin. Barcelona, time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. João Cancelo. Bernal, gently done. Rafinha picks it up out wide. Simeone. Simeone. Oh, this looks sharp. Well timed, excellent interception. Kubasi. Araujo. Bernal. Araujo shifted upfield. Succumbs to the pressure. And here's Lewandowski. Griezmann. Llorente. Moved on forwards. Alvarez looks to get on the end of this. Yamal. And here's Lopez. And here's Lewandowski. It's run loose here. And it's Pedri. And here's Lopez. Rafinha. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's played forward. Yamal wins the duel this time. He's got space in the air, decent chance! Aim forwards. Simeone. And it's played forward. Alvarez has created one goal already. And he cuts out the supply. Pedri. Araujo. Pedri. Fermin. Araujo, gently done. Yamal is offering some sort of an apology there.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Pedri. Yamal. Rafinha, done delicately. That's a throw. Moved on forwards. Pau Kubasi makes the interception. That's really well manoeuvred. Rafinha. And here's Lopez. And here's Lewandowski. Decent chance! Quality ball. Alvarez, now he's off and running. Pedri. Yamal. Driven forward. Pedri does really well to win the ball there. Araujo. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Pau Kubasi. Oh, good spread. Yamal. Fine stop from the keeper.
Lewandowski actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That has been knocked clear. Yamal. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Simeone, well read, nice interception. Rafinha. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
That's the start of another 45 minutes.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And he has been fouled there. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Araujo is there, and he can get that clear. Throw it. And it's Griezmann. Llorente, lobbed in behind. João Cancelo. He'll try to keep this alive. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, that's neat. Oh, it's played into the area. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Crossed in again.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Oh, good steal. He just read it. Araujo. Fermin. Araujo forwards and with intent. Thinks one through. Lenormand gets over and intercepts. Lookman. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Martin. Bernal. Pedri. Bernal. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Llorente. Lookman. Moved on forwards. Oh, nicely intercepted. Kubasi. Pau Kubasi shifted upfield. There will be a throw-in. Llorente. Griezmann. Oh, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Simeone, and it's Llorente. Rafinha, that's an imaginative pass. He is through here. Yamal. And it's played forward. That has been cut short. Bernal. Martin, aim forwards. Fermin. And here's Lewandowski. Griezmann. Moved on forwards. And it's hoisted clear. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That has found him in acres of space. Pau Kubasi getting this one clear. Well, they've held on to the ball for so long there, but they are going nowhere fast. A disappointing anticlimax at the end of that would-be attack. Yamal. João Cancelo. Pedri. Spread out to the left. Rafinha. Decent progress down the left. He is just caressing the ball. That's an excellent interception. And they can counter here. Out to the left it goes. And it's Griezmann. Aim forwards. Kubasi. Martin. Lewandowski looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Yamal. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Now it's Yamal. And here's Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! That's really well manoeuvred. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Rafinha chasing after it. Simeone. Lenormand. Lenormand, early ball out from the back. Kubasi. Bernal. Martin. Yamal, Araujo, João Cancelo, Araujo, and it's played forward. Ball's gone out of play. And it's Lopez. Alvarez. Lookman. Lookman. Simeone. Pedri. Kubasi. Bernal. Rafinha. Simeone. Alvarez. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now then, the ball's come loose. Chooses to go, Llorente! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Gets his head on it! attempt, but not quite good enough.
Lookman.
Calmly anticipates. Alvarez!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Pedri forwards and with intent. Pass just lacking in accuracy. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Bernal. Martin. Vermin. Yamal. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And the shot! Another big chance that gets away. And it's played forward. Araujo have it back and can go again. And it's Lopez. And here's Lewandowski. He's through, now is he in? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Moved on forwards. Back to the goalkeeper. Pedri. Pau Kubasi, gently done. It's an inviting looking ball that. Nicely intercepted.
Lookman.
Griezmann. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Llorente, aim forwards. Now can he find a finish? Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, perfectly measured that. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Alex Simeone. Played out to the right. Griezmann. It's Griezmann! He has done it! And this is getting better and better. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. So the lead now is 2.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Out to the right. Ambitious ball here. That's the throw. And it's Cancelo. Played into the middle. Lenormand getting this one clear. Dani Olmo. Great defending, strong and determined. Lewandowski! Good strike, quite an alarm. Here's Pedri. And here's Yamal. Time to deliver. Cross goes in there. Yamal, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
It's a lovely, neat pass. Now that's well seen too. Yamal. Llorente. Lookman. Griezmann. Normal. That's really well manoeuvred. Yamal. Dani Olmo. Now it's Lewandowski. Rafinha. That'll be a throw. Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo tries a cross. Alvarez. Griezmann. Played out to the right. Griezmann. Can he finish? Gets it away. And here's Griezmann. Simeone. Oh, such a clever touch. Now here's the delivery.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support and the chances gonna beg him.
It's Lewandowski. Yamal played out to the left flank. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And the finish! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
João Cancelo cuts it out. Yamal. Over to the left. Now it's Dani Olmo. Rafinha providing an outlet on that flank. And he shoots! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
Alvarez. Here's a chance! Should have put that one away.
I tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he could smile about it, seeing as there are a couple of goals up.
Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Dani Olmo laid out to the left flank. And here's Dani Olmo. And here's Rafinha. Lovely feet. And it's Pedri. Alvarez. Lookman. Played into space out wide. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Lookman. And here's Griezmann. Plays it across. And that was very necessary. Lookman! Araujo shifted upfield. Lookman picks it up out wide. There are a few waiting for it. And it's Griezmann. Griezmann spread out to the left. Played in by Lookman. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Lookman. Simeone. Martin gets over and intercepts. Rafinha. Rafinha. Martin. Rafinha. Martin. Dani Olmo. Llorente does really well to win the ball there. Normal. Moved on forwards. Lookman. Lookman. Oh, that's nice. João Cancelo, forwards and with intent. Pedri. João Cancelo. Dani Olmo. Yamal. Played towards the other side. Rafinha. Oh, that's well done, really robust. It's Olmo. Yamal. Lookman. Lookman gently done. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Pau Kubasi wins the duel this time. Out to the left it goes. Rafinha. Martin. Bernal. Over to the left. Martin. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Alvarez. Llorente, aim forwards. Simeone. Lewandowski. Lewandowski spread out to the left. Now it's Dani Olmo. Simeone. Alvarez. And the counter is on. And it's Griezmann. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rafinha. Proves too strong. Rafinha puts a cross in. That's really well manoeuvred. Griezmann. Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Lewandowski. Griezmann. Alvarez. And it's Griezmann. Lookman. That's good play. Lookman. Crosses it in. Caught offside that time. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Lookman. Llorente. Lenormand. Llorente, and it's played forward. Simeone, played out towards the right wing. Martin did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. João Cancelo. Yamal. Dani Olmo. Yamal, and he goes cross-field, now it's Rafinha. Strong running down that left flank, aimed in towards the centre. Llorente. Lenormand forwards and with intent. And it's Olmo. And here's Rafinha. That's tidy. Nice physical challenge. Lookman. Lenormand. Griezmann.